Welcome to the second year of the Auto Industry Excellence Award. We're very proud sponsors again, and I thank Francesca for giving us this opportunity to be here again. I believe very strongly that these awards were something that we felt were going to be something that was going to grow over the next few years, and I think that's been proven today with the number of people that are here today. We think we've doubled from last year, and I think the quality of people here shows that these awards have hit a chord within the industry, and I'm very proud to be sponsors of the awards. So well done, Francesca. Those of you who were here last year, I mentioned the challenges that we have as an industry to try and get customers, be it with your service, MOT, car sales, to get customers to actually deliver excellence in terms of social media and star ratings, which we all deliver our business on these days. Over the last 5 years, if you go back 5 to 10 years, the social media was minimal. These days, social media is so important. But when a lot of us are in an industry where delivering the normal, delivering the minimum is not enough. I look at servicing. If you go back and you say to somebody, you've just bought a car, sir, you don't need to replace the tyres, you don't need to have it serviced, you don't need to have it MOT, and by the way, you don't need insurance. It's the perfect scenario, and of course it's not realistic. So everybody needs the services that us as an industry deliver. And so and Warranties is a prime example. And we are a sort of catastrophe cover. People have a warranty, but if they don't use it, it's a very positive thing because it means their car hasn't failed. But as soon as the car fails, in whatever capacity it fails, you can't drive to work, you can't drive the kids to school, there's the red light on, you've got issues. And even if the warranty is there and picks up 100% of the cost of that, there's still a problem with it. And it's still a negative situation in your life. So how do you step out of that? And how do you deliver the quality to allow that customer to say, do you know what? That warranty company, that service centre, took my car in, I knew I was in for money, but actually what they delivered was a lot more than was expected. And I think this is a real example of what these awards are about. They're about excellence, they're about standing out from the crowd and showing that you're doing something different to everybody else. And I think the show of I've got many dealers I can see out here that I know, and I know that they do things that are different to everybody else, and they try and push themselves to get those 5-star ratings, to get those customers to say, do you know what? I knew I was in for it, but this was an excellent service. And that's what the industry awards represent. Okay, so well done everybody. I know I've got a very short time. There's always an elephant in the room, and I think Stephen mentioned it earlier about Brexit. And I represent a small, medium-sized business. We have 25 guys on the road who are constantly, we have about 1,200 dealers that we service for warranties and insurance services. And they're quite often coming to me and saying, the industry's, everyone's depressed, and used cars are expensive, and there's not enough customers, and everything's expensive, and they're not selling enough, etc., etc. And it's all sort of, well, it's Brexit, and there's all these issues. There's all these issues. There always are issues in our industry. But I sort of sat back, and it's my job to try and take these guys from looking at the glass sort of half empty and trying to turn them around and think, the glass should be half full. The UK is one of the largest consumers of motor vehicles. It is the largest in Europe, and probably the world per capita per head. We are a huge, huge industry. And a lot of people and a lot of industry leaders, businessmen like myself maybe don't see the wood for the trees sometimes. We get tied up in reactive rather than proactive. And sometimes you don't quite look at how big the opportunity is. And I'll just explain what I mean a little bit. There are 33 million cars on the road at the moment. Those are the ones that are registered. So if you're in the service industry, if you're an MOT guy or a tyre guy, there are 33 million cars out there. We're in the used car market, we're independents. We sell to franchise dealers, but predominantly independents. We do 70,000 new warranties annually. Last year, there were 8.1 million used cars sold. You could take 10 of me and times it by 10 and still not make a massive impact on the industry. When I talk to my guys, I say, guys, there are so many car dealers out there. There's such an opportunity in our market that in our lifetimes, and I look around, and I'm not the oldest or not the youngest, but there are enough of us that can say probably in our lifetimes and in our children's lifetimes, our industry is not going to change that much that it's going to affect what we do as a business. The UK car market is huge. And I think everybody needs to think about that sometimes and think, do you know what? We're in a massive market, we're in a great market. Yes, we don't know what's happening with Brexit or non-Brexit or diesels or non-diesels or whatever else the FCA are going to throw at us or whatever it may be. The market is huge. There's lots of people out there. Everybody wants a car. Your sons want the car. Your daughters want a car. Everyone's out there, and we're all here to service them. And I think if you do an excellent job, there's a huge opportunity for you to achieve what you all need to achieve. That's enough from me. I hope you have a fantastic evening.